is where I love, where I love to be. In the presence of the Lord is where I love to be. In the presence of the Lord is where I love to stay. In His presence is where I love to be. This is where I love, where my soul belongs to. This is where I love, where my soul, my mind, my heart, my body, my spirit belongs. This is where I love to be. In the presence of the Lord is where I love to be. In His presence is where I love to stay. 'Cause in your presence, there is fullness of joy. In the presence of the Lord, there is fullness of joy. In the presence of the Lord, there is strength. In the presence of the Lord, there is thanksgiving. In His presence, there is testimony. In His presence, that's where I love to be. Come, let's go to the house of the Lord, where you see fullness of joy, where you see happiness, where you see great things. Come, let's go to the house of the Lord, where you see testimonies. Kizo mude, kizo, jekalo sile Oluwa, ile tó kún fún wàrà àti fún oyin. Jekalo sile Oluwa, ile tó kún fún wàrà àti fún oyin. Jekalo, come let's go, kizo muje, gira Yesu, gira sapora idonkoa. In your presence is where I love to be. In the presence of the Lord is where I love to stay. In the presence of the Lord is where I love to stay. Come, let's go to the house of the Lord. It is full of joy, of testimony, of great things. Come, let's go to the house of the Lord, where you see great things. In your house is where my heart, my soul, my mind belongs to. In your presence, 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 in your presence. That is where I drop my bodies. In your presence, that is where I drop my fear. In your presence, that is where I drop my pain, my sorrow, my pain, my fear, my burdens. In your presence, that is where I drop my sickness. In your presence is where, in your presence is where I love to be. In your presence is where I pick strength. In your presence is where I pick my energy. In your presence is where I pick my joy. In your presence is where I pick happiness. In your presence is where I love to stay. Come and enjoy the presence of the Lord. Come and enjoy the great things He has done. Come and enjoy the presence of the Lord. Oh, that's why I love to worship you. Oh, that's why I love to worship you. That's why I love to praise your name. That's why I love to praise your name. That's why I love to bow before your throne. That's why I love to bow before your throne. I love you. I love to worship you. That's why I love to call you Ogbeni Nija, Keru Obo Nija. That's why I love to call you Atinilei, Kojo Matini. That's why I love to call you Ancient of Days. That's why I love to call you Arugo Ojo. That's why I love to bow before your throne. That's why I love to worship you. I love to worship you. I love to worship you, my Lord.